The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Davis County Baseball on New Country 104.3 KRKN. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of the Davis County Mustangs, Alice Kojo.
It's time for Mustang Baseball. Welcome to Knoxville High School and the home of the Knoxville Panthers, where today we have ourselves a doubleheader. Hope you're ready for 2 games of baseball from here in Knoxville, as Davis County will look to continue their winning ways. Winners of 3 in a row, taking on a pretty hot Knoxville team, winners of 6 of their last 7. Pleasure to have you with us here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. Hope you're having a pleasant Monday wherever you may be spending it. I'm Alice Kojo. I am joined by Annie Argo, who is our on-site producer, as well as Kyle Smith back at our studios in Ottumwa, whether you're listening on New Country 104.3 KRKN or taking any online stream on the Atomo Radio Group Facebook page. We appreciate you joining us on this Monday. We start a busy baseball week here in Knoxville, where we find a Davis County team on the upswing. The Mustangs are back to the 500 mark at 8-8, and now 5-6 in the South Central Conference. They have climbed from the basement. Now they are up to 5th place in the conference. Keep in mind, in the 9-team conference, they were dead last at 9th a couple weeks ago. Now, thanks to a hot streak, they find themselves in 5th place and trending upward. The last win Davis County had, last time you saw us actually, was back on Thursday when they took on a very good Cardinal team. And in that victory, the Mustangs scored 3 runs in the first inning and were able to make it stand in a 3-2 win over the Comets. Davis County was able to out-hit Cardinal 5-3, and freshman Peyton Schooley pitched 5 strong innings of relief as the Mustangs were able to cool off Cardinal by ending the Comets' 6-game winning streak. On the other side, Knoxville was temporarily cooled off last Tuesday after a 12-0 loss to Indianola, and that put an end to a 6-game winning streak of their own, but the Panthers got back on the winning track on Friday by beating EBF in Eddyville by the score of 6-5. That puts Knoxville at 8-6 overall. 5-2 in league play, and just like Cardinal on Thursday, the Panthers have everything in front of them. 11 of their final 16 games will be against South Central Conference foes. If you notice, Davis County has played 11 South Central Conference games. Knoxville has played just 7, so they have a lot remaining on their schedule heading towards the tail end of the season. This is a series that Knoxville has dominated recently. The Panthers have won 8 in a row versus Davis County, including sweeping them in a doubleheader here in Knoxville last season. Let's take our first break, and when we come back, starting lineups for Knoxville and Davis County. First of 2 from here in Knoxville. And you're live with us. Great to have you with us here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustang!
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Back here in Knoxville, the head coach has already met at home plate, exchanged their starting lineup. So let's get to our starting lineups. First up for Davis County, 8-8 overall, 5-6 in the South Central Conference. Winners are the last 3. Here's Todd White's lineup. Peyton Schooley leads things off. He's at second base. Josh Settles is pitching, batting second. Batting third in center field is Brett Prevost. Max Taylor's at third base, batting cleanup. Houston Schooley is catching, batting fifth. Batting sixth, and at shortstop, Dexter Scott. Noah Sizemore's at first base, batting seventh. Batting eighth, and in right field, Quinn McCoy. And batting ninth, and in left field is Duke Scott. Again for Davis County, Peyton Schooley at second. Settles is pitching. Prevost at center. Taylor at third. Houston Schooley is catching. Dexter Scott is at short. Sizemore at first. McCoy in right, and Duke Scott is in left. Now for Turner DeVores, Knoxville Panthers, 8-6 overall, 5-2 in the South Central Conference. Luke Rosenboo's in left field, leading off. Lincoln Norris is at shortstop, batting second. Kyler Gifford is at center field, batting third. Brady Rosenboom is batting cleanup at second base. Brad Kingery is catching, batting fifth. Batting sixth, and the starting pitcher for Game 1 is Roston McCarty. Grant DeMoss is in right field, batting seventh. Batting eighth, and at third base is Brendan Woolsey. And batting ninth, and at first base is Reagan Roberts. So we will step away for the national anthem, and when we come back, first pitch of Game 1 of this doubleheader between Knoxville and Davis County on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ralston McCarty is on the mound, finishing up his warm-up tosses for Knoxville as the homestanding Panthers get set to take on Davis County in the first of 2 here from Knoxville. A lot at stake in this ball game. Knoxville 5-2, still within an arm's reach of the top of the South Central Conference standings, just 2 in the loss column. Of course, Sheridan still leads things at 9-0 up top. So leading things off for Davis County will be Peyton Schooley. Right-handed hitting freshman versus the lefty, Ralston McCarty. Schooley checks in with a .304 average, .407 on-base percentage. 1 double to go along with the run batted in, but his job is getting on base, and he has done a wonderful job of that from the leadoff spot. First pitch of the game in the dirt for ball 1. We are underway. First pitch thrown at 4:58, so a bit of an earlier scheduled start. And a 1-0 pitch by McCarty is taken outside for ball 2. McCarty winds and delivers as a line drive into left field for a base hit. A ringing single off the bat of Schooley to start things off. Now, probably the Mustang that is swinging the hottest bat in the entire lineup. Josh Settles comes in, batting a team best make that .381, on-base percentage of .490. 2 doubles, 3 triples, 7 runs batted in. When's the last time you heard somebody having more triples than doubles? Fastball taken a bit upstairs for ball 1. Davis County looking to break out in front here on the road. First pitch of game 1. Throw back to first, and Schooley's picked off. Roberts, the first baseman, throws it to the shortstop, Norris, and he tags out Schooley. With a lefty on the mound, it's tricky. You don't want to get too big of a lead, and the freshman Schooley got picked off. So just like that, the leadoff single is erased. 1 out, and the count is 1-0 to Josh Settles. The pitch, and there's a strike at the knees to make the count 1-1. Ralston McCarty fires. Fastball over the outside corner, strike 2. And the 1-2 pitch. Bouncer to second, and Brady Rosaboom stays down on it and throws out Settles. And there are 2 outs. The batter is Brett Prevost. Davis County once again, just like Thursday, going without Presley Cantrell, at least to start here in game 1 of our doubleheader. First pitch outside, ball 1. Prevost batting .171. He has a double and 6 runs batted in. He's second on the team in walks with 9. There's a line drive into center, but right at Gifford. and he puts it away. And the inning is over. An unconventional 1-2-3 inning. No runs, a hit, and that is it. We will head to the bottom of the first. Davis County nothing. Knoxville coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County got a leadoff single, but then Peyton Schooley promptly got picked off by Roston McCarty, and Davis County went down in order after that. So now it's Knoxville's turn, and they'll be facing a tough, lanky left-hander in the form of Josh Settles. He has been the model of consistency this season. 3 straight complete games by the left-hander. 2 of them wins, 1 of them a loss. He is currently 2-2 on the season. He's pitched 26 and 2/3 innings. That leads the team in innings pitched. ERA of 1.31. He's struck out 26. And he's walked 11. Opponents are batting just $170 off him. So Luke Rosaboom will be the first to try his luck. Rosaboom batting .289 on the season. 1 double, a triple, 5 runs batted in. And the first pitch by Settles is grounded wide of third, foul. Rosaboom's a left-hander versus the left-hander Settles. 0-1 changeup missing inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the one. The next pitch from Settles. Missing a bit upstairs and maybe outside. Schooley, his catcher, held it there for a little while, but home plate umpire Bob Leinhart was not influenced by that at all. Count is 2-1. Now next pitch coming from Settles. Foul tipped into the glove of Schooley to make it 2-2. On defense, Duke Scott is in left. Brett Prevost is patrolling center with Quinn McCoy in right. We'll give you the Davis County infield after this 2-2 pitch to leadoff hitter Luke Rosaboom. Here it comes. Curve ball. Oof. Missing. Down low, I guess. And the count is full. Max Taylor is at third. Dexter Scott is at short. Peyton Schooley is at second base. Noah Sizemore is at first. Houston Schooley awaits the payoff pitch from Josh Settles. And that's hit high in the air and foul to the right field side, out of play. One thing that Settles has been able to do, he's been able to keep his pitch count down. The most pitches he's thrown in this streak of 3 straight complete games was 91. Strike 3 on the inside corner. Luke Rosaboom jackknifed out of the way, but he goes down looking for the first out of the bottom of the first. That brings up Lincoln Norris. You may hear the wind whipping through my mic. Good reason for that with the wind going on. He swings at the first pitch, lifts it high in the air, left center field. That's trouble, and that's going to drop into the gap and up against the wall. Norris will stop at second. He has himself a 1-out double. So Knoxville's in business here in the bottom of the first. And Kyler Gifford will come up, a .357 batter, .451 on-base percentage, 4 doubles, and 10 driven in. Has a duck out in the pond for Knoxville in the form of Lincoln Norris, who takes his lead from second. First pitch by Settles, grounded to the left side, glove by Taylor. He tags a man going by the third for one, over to first, not in time, says the field umpire, Tom Jarrett. Max Taylor tagged Lincoln Norris, or did he not? No, they said he's safe. They said the runner was safe and that Norris avoided the tag. Oof. Okay, now he said he's out. Good. I thought I saw him tag him. So they made the call. Lincoln Norris is out on his way to third. Good play by Taylor, the third baseman. Almost doubled off Gifford. And he beat the throw at first by an eyelash. So he is safe on the fielder's choice at first. The batter is Brady Rosaboom, the cleanup hitter for Knoxville, batting right-handed. Bottom of the first, 2 outs. Rosaboom swings at the first pitch and hits it on the ground to second. And Peyton Schooley throws out Rosaboom, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. Quickly, we go to the top of the second, and we are scoreless between Davis County and Knoxville on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
No score after a full inning played. Middle of the order duo for Davis County, starting with Max Taylor batting cleanup for the Mustangs here this afternoon. First of 2 games between Davis County and Knoxville. Taylor batting .239 on the season, a pair of doubles and 8 runs driven in. He looks at the first pitch, high and away for ball 1. McCarty winds, delivers. And that's a slider that hits the outside corner to the right hand, hitting Taylor for strike 1. McCarty wasting no time, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a changeup. 1-2 to count now to Taylor. And a 1-2 pitch, taken upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch, curveball, hit on the ground to third. And Woolsey throws out Taylor for the first out of the top of the second.
Now batting for the Mustangs, catcher number 17.
Taylor is tied with Houston Schooley, who's at the plate now, for the team lead in RBI. Each of them have 8. Schooley has a double. Go along with that 8 RBI. He's batting .163. First pitch strike delivered by McCarty. McCarty, a tough customer. 2-1 this season, ERA of 1.58. Slider in the dirt. Schooley chased it with a check swing, and the count is quickly 0-2. In 17 2/3 innings, McCarty has 24 strikeouts, and he's walked just 3. So amazing control by this tall left-hander. That's a high bouncer to short, staying back on his Norris. He has time, throws low, and it's past Roberts. So an E6 allows Houston Schooley to be safe at first base. So we will have a courtesy runner come in for Schooley. And that is Hudson Humphrey coming into the game for the Mustangs to take over at first. In the meantime, Dexter Scott at the plate. Bats with the runner at first, 1 out here in the top of the second. That's low for ball 1. Errors are very atypical of Knoxville. They are a very good fielding team. Just 22 errors coming into the game. This is their 15th game overall. They average 1.6 a contest. That's high in the air, a pop-up on the infield. Calling for is the second baseman, Brady Roseboom, and he puts it away. 2 outs.
Now batting, first baseman number 13.
So 2 outs. Here's Noah Sizemore. Noah's batting 125. He has 2 RBI. Right-handed batter versus the left-hander McCarty. That's low for ball 1. A hot one here in game 1, 88 degrees to start things off under sunny skies. Very few clouds above us. Another pop-up on the infield, and again is the second fielder, Roseboom, going back to outfield grass, and he missed it. Going around to third and getting tagged out there was Hudson Humphrey. He was not paying attention to what happened in the pop-up, so that was a very unconventional fielder's choice as Humphrey gets tagged out at third to end the inning. We will head to the bottom of the second. Still no score between Davis County and Knoxville on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're at the bottom of the second of a scoreless game here in game 1 of our doubleheader, Davis County versus Knoxville.
Catcher number 18, Briar Kingery.
Briar Kingery will lead things off for the Panthers. Kingery looking for his first hit of the season in limited time. This is just his 6th at-bat of the year. Settles, throws a changeup, missing outside for ball 1. That was a weird ending to the top of the second for Davis County, as a drop pop-up ended up not costing Knoxville their strike 1 on the outside corner. Hudson Humphrey was at first. Sizemore was at the plate. Sizemore hit a high pop-up towards second, and Brady Roseboom, the second baseman, missed the ball. It landed in the outfield grass, but Humphrey appeared to be jogging around second and heading towards third, and Roseboom just picked up the ball, fired it to third, and Humphrey was out easily at third base to end the second inning. 2-1 to count to Briar Kingery. Next pitch by Settles. That's low and inside, 3-1. Both teams playing better as of recently. Davis County's won their last 3. Knoxville has won 6 of 7. Now the 3-1 pitch coming to Kingery. That's high for ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Kingery. I'm sure a courtesy runner will be coming in momentarily for the catcher. Or not.
Pitcher number 4, Roston McCarty.
Or perhaps I was wrong. Kingery will run for himself. Roston McCarty will look to help his own cause. He's thrown up a couple zeros on the mound for Knoxville. Now look to do something with the bat. McCarty is a sophomore batting 176. He has a double and 5 runs driven in. Kingery takes his lead from first. First pitch by Settles, a fastball missing low and outside, ball 1. Atypical of Settles, who has been fantastic his last 3 starts. Having trouble finding the zone here in the second inning. And there's a strike delivered by Settles. Taylor at third was charging on the pitch. They were expecting a bunt from McCarty, but McCarty did not tip his hand either way. He just took the pitch for strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Slider, missing a bit upstairs. And it counts 2 balls and 1 strike. It appears the home plate umpire Bob Lionheart is not giving the strike in the upper part of the zone to Settles. Throw to first, and back safely is Kingery. He was caught leaning. And if Sizemore could have gotten that tag down, Kingery would have been out. Two and 1 to count to McCarty. The pitch. There's a strike on the inside corner. Settle struck out the first batter he faced, Luke Rosaboom. That was a long at-bat, a 6-pitch at-bat that ended with a strikeout looking. Now to 2-2. That's a nubber towards first. Sizemore misses it, and he can't get the ball. He can't get the glove up, and going all the way around to third, and safe there is Kingery. Sizemore could not pick up the ball out of the thick infield grass. Settles was there at first if he was able to receive the shovel from Sizemore, but he was unable to do so. That's a error on the first baseman Sizemore, and now runners at the corners with nobody out for Grant DeMoss. And now timeout being called by head coach Todd White. In the meantime, we have a courtesy runner coming in for Knoxville. That's Jacob Matrison, who comes in to run for McCarty. Head coach Todd White can't be happy with what he's seen so far in an inning and a half of this ball game. Hudson Humphrey not hustling. And a pop-up with 2 outs. And then an error on his first baseman, Sizemore. Runs you would think would be hard to come by in this ball game. Davis County, though they've been hitting better, they've gotten their team average over 200. They're 201. Knoxville, as a team, is batting 245. Runner going to second. Pitch is taken for a strike, and Schooley faked to throw to second and faked to throw to third. Held onto the ball and just flips it back to Settles. 0-1 to count to DeMoss. So now runners at second and third with 1 out. Davis County keeping their infield back. Willing to trade it now for a run if they can get a ball hit to them on the ground. There's a line drive into left center field. That's going to be trouble, and that is down for a base hit and to the wall. Coming in to score is Kingery. Right behind him is Matrison, and it is 2-0 Knoxville on the RBI double by Grant DeMoss. Walks and errors usually come back to bite, and that was the case here. Still nobody out in the inning, and here's Brendan Woolsey. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Woolsey is a senior, batting .235 this season. 2 runs batted in, on base percentage at .350. DeMoss takes his lead from second. 0-1 pitch. And the changeup misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Probably the hottest day Davis County has had to play so far this season. Don't know stamina-wise how far Settles can go. That pitch is fouled back to make it 1-2. Settles just looking for an out any way he can get it. Here in the bottom of the second, 2 runs in for Knoxville. And a 1-2 pitch, a curveball, fouled back to the screen behind the plate. Keeping the count at 1-2. Another 1-2. Ground ball to the left side. Diving play by Scott. He tipped it out into the outfield. Throws the third, not in time. That'll be an infield single for Woolsey. That was a good play by Dexter Scott at short to just knock that ball down. So DeMoss takes third on the play. Runners at the corner. Still nobody out for Reagan Roberts. Roberts, 1 hit and 25 at-bats this season. That's an .040 average. Junior can get his first RBI of the season. Davis County looking to turn 2. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1, and trotting to second, and now getting caught in the rundown. Now runner coming home, and safe at home is DeMoss. Woolsey just trotted towards second, trying to bait the throw from Houston Schooley, the catcher, which he did. Peyton Schooley received the ball from Houston and then fired back home, but the relay throw back home was high, and DeMoss came in to score to make it 3-0. So a double steal is what it goes down as. 1-0 to count. Roberts squares the bunt and takes ball 2. Long inning for Settles already. This will be pitch number 20 of the inning, and he still hasn't gotten an out. Roberts squares the bunt again. Stabs at it, misses, and that's strike 1. Roberts looking at his coach, Turner DeVore, at the third base coach's box. Now climbs back in. And the 2-1 pitch. Roberts swings away and lifts it in the air to right. McCoy tracks over to his right to make the catch, and that's the first out. No advance by Woolsey. He stays put at second. And we'll go back to the top of the order, and Luke Rosaboom. Luke struck out looking to open the first inning for Knoxville. Runner at second with 1 out, and Rosaboom takes a fastball on the outside half. A runner at second, 1 out, 3 runs in for Knoxville here in the bottom of the second. And the 0-1 pitch, a changeup, bounced up the middle. Near the second base bag is the shortstop Dexter Scott. He throws out Rosaboom for the second out. Taking third on the play is Woolsey.
Now batting shortstop number 20, Lincoln Norris.
Lincoln Norris wasted no time in his first at-bat. The very first pitch he saw, he smacked it into the left center gap for a double. He swings at the first pitch again, lines it into left. Duke Scott slides and makes the catch on his knees. And a lineout will end the bottom of the second. But Knoxville does score 3 runs on 2 hits. There was an error in the inning and 1 man left on. We'll head to the third inning. It is Knoxville 3, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Knoxville leads at 3-0 in the opener of our doubleheader. We're in the top of the third. Great to have you with us here in Knoxville. And Quinn McCoy will take his first at bat versus Roston McCarty. First pitch bouncing to the plate for ball one. McCoy got his first RBI last week. He's currently batting 2 of 17, beg your pardon. Now he's batting 2 of 7. That's a 286 average. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. It'll be McCoy, Duke Scott, and Peyton Schooley, 8-9-1 here in the third. McCarty pauses, now winds and delivers. There's a line drive to right, and that's twisting, foul. McCoy just a little late on that fastball as he tried to go the other way. McCarty, I mentioned his strikeout numbers, 24 and 17 2/3, but not a strikeout yet through 2 innings. That's low. 2-2. Break-even pitch, a late swing and a miss. It's dropped by the catcher Kingery, but he straightens up, throws a first, and McCoy is retired for the first out.
Now batting left fielder number 15, Duke Scott.
Here's the senior Duke Scott. Batting .042 this season, and he swings at the first pitch and comes up empty. Base is empty. No, 1 out, I should say, here in the top of the third. Knoxville leading Davis County 3-0 here in our opener. McCarty deals. That's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Other games in the South Central Conference today. Centerville will be at Sheridan for a doubleheader as Scott swings and misses to make it 1-2. Cardinal is off today. They'll play Knoxville on Wednesday. Clark and Albia will be playing a doubleheader today as well. Scott takes strike 3 on the outside corner, shrugs his shoulders and heads to the first base dugout. So as I mentioned how McCarty didn't have a single strikeout through the first 2 innings, he's made up for that by whiffing the first 2 of this inning. And now here's Peyton Schooley. Has the only hit of this ball game for Davis County, a single to lead it off, and he takes strike 1. To wrap up the South Central Conference, EBF is off today as well. They'll be playing Albia on Wednesday. There's a soft liner towards the middle of the diamond. Catching on the bounce is Norris, and he throws out Dexter Scott. And Davis County goes down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Knoxville 3, Davis County nothing on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Hi, I'm Allison Engels, Senior Vice President at First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield. Farmers and ranchers, when it comes to ag loans, you want to work with a bank and lender that speaks your language. Both myself and Joe Randolph are farmers as well, so we fully understand the agricultural economic business needs. We know the inputs and the outputs, the ups and the downs, the market, and every other obstacle that arises in farming. Come and see me, Allison Engel, or Joe Randolph with First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield to discuss your ag lending needs.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Three runs, 3 hits, 1 error for Knoxville. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error for Davis County. As we play here in the bottom of the third. Kyler Gifford will lead things off for Davis County. Josh Settles looking for a quick inning here in the bottom of the third. And the first pitch is swung on and missed by Gifford. And the count is no balls and 1 strike. Gifford grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up on a nice play by Max Taylor. I'll tell you about that after this pitch. Settles delivers, curveball, missing high and outside, 1-1. There's a grounder to Taylor, the third baseman, last time Gifford was up, and Norris was at second base for Knoxville. Taylor tagged Norris on his way as his momentum was taken in first anyway. There's a swing and a miss to make it 1-2. And after he tagged Norris, he tried to throw Gifford out at first, but Gifford was safe by a hair. So it turned into a fielder's choice by Gifford, but Davis County was able to get out of that first inning unscathed. There's a grounder that twists fair that hit the lip in the outfield, in fair territory, and then just twisted back towards fair territory. So because of the way they manicure their lawn here at Knoxville, Gifford has himself an infield single. And Gifford, give him credit, he never assumed, even though that started in foul territory, it took a lucky bounce and twisted fair, and he has himself a leadoff hit. Fourth hit of the game from Knoxville. And now here's Brady Rosaboom, who grounded out to second his first time up. He scores the bunt, pulls it back, and takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Sizemore holding Gifford at first. Taylor appears like he'll be charging, expecting the bunt. The 1-0. He didn't show bunt there. Rosaboom takes a strike. One ball and 1 strike to Rosaboom. Gifford takes his lead from first, a short lead. He goes. Pitch is taken for the strike throw to the second, not in time. So a steal by Gifford puts him in scoring position. Count is 0-2, make that 1-2 to Rosaboom. Now Houston Schooley wants to come out and talk to Josh Settles. And Brady Rosaboom will have a chance to talk to his Knoxville coach as well. The respective conferences are over as Houston Schooley goes back behind the plate. One and 2 to count to Rosaboom. A runner at second with nobody out here in the bottom of the third. The pitch by Settles. outside, 2-2. Rosenboom's job's pretty simple. Get that runner to the third so Knoxville can add to their lead here in the bottom of the third. They currently lead at 3-0. Here's a 2-2 pitch. That's fouled back. Brady Rosenboom takes a deep breath, then climbs back into the right-hander's box. The left-hander settles, is ready for the next 2-2 pitch. Again, a foul back to the screen. Briar Kingery, the catcher. Rule is the on-deck hitter has to go back and get any wayward foul balls that go to the backstop or in foul territory. He's now gone behind the umpire twice to grab a foul ball. Another 2-2 pitch, a changeup. Bounce towards short. Dexter Scott throws the first. Just got him by an eyelash. So Rosenboom is out. Taking third on the play was Gifford. And with one out in the inning, here's Briar Kingery.
Now batting catcher number 18, Briar Kingery.
Kingery walked his first time up and later scored on the 2-run double by Grant DeMoss. A walk and an error cracked open the door for Knoxville, and they happily obliged by scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the second. That's low for ball 1. So that's our score here in the opener of our doubleheader. 3-0 Knoxville here in the bottom of the third. The 1-0 in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch, fastball taken up and outside. And the count is 3-0. Sells delivers. There's a strike. Davis County has their infield in. And that misses up and outside for ball 4.
Now batting pitcher number 4, Roston McCarty.
That brings up Roston McCarty. You could argue that his at-bat was probably one of the biggest, as his dribbler down the first base line was fumbled, and it turned out to be an error on the first baseman Sizemore. And as I said moments ago, that opened the door for Knoxville, as they opened the inning with a walk and then an error, and then promptly a 2-run double. And the runner goes from second. The throw to third is almost into the left field. Good stop by Max Taylor, going behind the bag in the foul territory at third to snag that wide throw from Schooley. So Kingery is safe at second with a stolen base. The 1-0 to McCarty. Strike at the belt. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Changeup missing inside. 2-1. McCarty has a chance to give Knoxville a very comfortable lead with a hit here. Middle of the infield for Davis County looking to turn 2. Corners are playing in on the grass. That's fouled off at the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strikeout would be a good scenario here too if you're a Mustang fan. Settles has 1 strikeout thus far. Curveball swung on and missed. And McCarty goes down swinging for out number 2. Big out collected there by Settles. Now he's just an out away from wiggling his way out of a jam here in the bottom of the third, but The man who has done the most damage thus far, Grant DeMoss, is at the plate. A 2-run double his first time up. Fastball strike, outside corner. Runners at second and third, 2 outs, bottom of the third. Knoxville leading Davis County 3-0. The 0-1 pitch, fouled back behind the plate. Settles a strike away from getting out of this jam. Settles working from the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's a high pop-up on the infield. Calling for it is shortstop Dexter Scott. He puts it away, and the inning is over. So no runs, a hit, a walk, and 2 men left. We'll head to the 4th inning. It remains Knoxville 3, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards checking special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
For the Mustangs, center fielder number 24, Brett Prevo.
Josh Settles set the lead things off for Davis County here in the top of the 4th, trailing Knoxville 4-0. Settles grounded out to second his first time up. McCarty has been very good through the first 3 innings, and he delivers a strike on the inside corner to Settles. Just 1 hit allowed by McCarty. It was the first batter of the ball game, Peyton Schooley, and he was promptly picked off. There's a chopper back to the mound. McCarty trots over towards third, big part in the first, then flips it to his first baseman Roberts to retire Settles. 1 out, bases empty for Brett Prevo.
Number 16, Max Taylor.
Prevo lined out to center his first time up. Curveball taken for a strike by Prevo. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Knoxville. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error for Davis County here in the top of the 4th. Next pitch, a swing and a miss, a pitch down by his ankles, and it's quickly 0-2 to Prevo. McCarty with 2 strikeouts so far through 3 in the 3rd innings of work. The 0-2 pitch, oof, almost got rung up as that just missed outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. McCarty delivers. That's in the dirt. And now evens the count at 2-2. McCarty winds, and the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss by Prevo, and he goes down on strikes. 3rd strikeout for McCarty. McCarty is now retired. 9 in a row.
Catcher number 17, Houston Schooley.
Beg your pardon, 8 in a row, and here's Houston. Here is Max Taylor. Taylor swings at the first pitch. It was a slider, and he swung through it for strike 1. Taylor grounded out to third, his first time up back into second. Here we are in the top of the 4th. None on and 2 out. Pitch misses inside, 1-1. McCarty delivers. Slider swung through and missed. 1-2 to Taylor. The pitch by McCarty. Check swing. He went around. Strike 3 on Max Taylor. And Davis County goes down quietly in the top of the 4th. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Knoxville 3, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the bottom of the 4th here in Knoxville, and the homestanding Knoxville Panthers lead Davis County 3-0. Davis County once again having trouble getting the offense going. Just one hit for the Mustangs through the first 4 innings. Now they'll look to hold the Panthers where they are. Starting off with Brendan Woolsey. He singled his first time up back in the 2nd inning. Settles. Delivers that pitch past the swinging Woolsey for strike 1. The 0-1. That's low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th, 3-0 Knoxville. Next pitch by Settles, a swing and a miss. Slider that disappeared underneath his bat. 1-2. Settles has a pair of strikeouts so far through 3 innings. Settle nods and delivers. Changeup missing outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Knoxville has won 6 of 7, 7 of 8. They had their 6-game winning streak snapped last Tuesday against Indianola. They bounced back on Friday to beat EBF in Eddyville 6-5. Curveball swung on and missed. Should say a slider, as that was just a wave and a miss by Woolsey. And that's the first out of the bottom of the 4th. And the batter is Reagan Roberts. Roberts looks to strike 1 on the outside corner. Roberts flight out to right, his first time up. Bases empty, 1 out, bottom of the 4th. The 0-1, fastball missing outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, little clouds were here in Knoxville. Have pretty much cleared out. Nothing but sunshine here in the late afternoon. A swing and a miss. He was tardy on that fastball. 1-2. Bases empty, 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Knoxville batting, leading Davis County 3-0. And a 1-2 pitch, changeup that goes to the backstop, as that was in the left-hander's batter's box. Roberts is ready as it settles. And a 2-2 pitch, a swing and a miss on a slider. 2 straight strikeouts for Settles. His 4th overall in this ball game. Back to the top of the order, and Luke Rosaboom. 0 for 2 so far. Luke struck out looking in the first and grounded out to short in the second inning. Fastball taken letter high. Settles, winds, and delivers. There's a line drive into right, and that's trouble as that goes all the way to the wall. That hops over the wall, as a matter of fact. That is a ground rule double for Luke Rosaboom. And he stands at second with 2 outs.
Now batting shortstop number 20, Lincoln Norris.
Lincoln Norris is the batter. You can make the argument that Knoxville has left some meat on the bone through the first 3 innings. They've left 4 men on base in the first 3 innings, have another runner on base here with 2 outs. Lincoln Norris, a double in the first, a line out in the second, and that first pitch is low and outside, ball 1. And a 1-0 pitch. Grounder hit on a couple of hops as Scott, the shortstop, straightens up and throws out Lincoln Norris. And Knoxville can't take advantage of the 2-out double by Rosaboom. We'll go to the 5th inning. It remains Knoxville 3, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Chris Merle, owner of Hamilton Produce. We are proud to have served the community for over 90 years as your hometown locally owned farm and hardware store. We have everything from tractor parts, general hardware, calving equipment, dry shod boots, and Carhartt clothing. We are also your best source to get your smaller LP tanks filled. Stop in and see us just off the square in Bloomfield. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and keep up to date with our store and specials.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County looking to get the bats going here in the first game of 2 in Knoxville. 3-0, Knoxville leads it. Davis County just 1 hit through the first 4 innings. Houston Schooley reached on an error his first time up. Rustin McCarty has not been challenged much as of yet, as Davis County's only gotten 1 runner to second base in this ball game. First pitch was taken for a strike, and something happened to Kingery's glove behind the plate as he goes to the third base dugout and gets a replacement. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for Davis County, 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error for Knoxville. The 0-1, a tapper foul to the third base side. Rustin McCarty's been very tough this afternoon versus Davis County. And a sophomore misses outside, ball 1. Schooley with pink batting gloves, batting right-handed versus the left-hander McCarty. Foul tips it at the plate. Kingery couldn't hold on to it, so he stays alive. One thing about McCarty, he works very quickly. The 1-2. Strike 3 called, outside corner. Got him with a fastball. Schooley goes on looking.
Shortstop number 1, Dexter Scott.
Strikeout number 5 for McCarty. Dexter Scott popped out to second his first time up. That's in the dirt, ball 1. McCarty has now retired 9 in a row for Knoxville. There's a strike. Knoxville seems to just roll out tough pitchers every year. Seems like every year there's a pitcher that's an absolute headache. Everybody remembers Bo Leisure from a couple years ago. Went on to sign a scholarship at Aberdeen Christian, a Division I school. That's low to make the count 3-1. Dexter Scott has a count where he wants it. He leads Davis County in walks with 13. That's one thing that he's done well in his freshman season. And the 3-1 pitch, lifted high in the air, foul territory, first base side, and that bounces just short of the fence. Roberts, as first baseman, gave it chase, but couldn't catch up with it. So that runs the count full. This is the first full count that McCarty's had to experience on the mound. McCarty pauses, now comes home with the payoff pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Nice scoop on the short hop by Woolsey, and the throw to first was wide of the bag, but Roberts was able to come off the bag and tag Scott's running by for the second out. It's a good play by Woolsey to grab the short hop. And good job by Roberts, saving his teammate of an error on the back end at first base. None on, 2 out. Here in the top of the 5th, here's Noah Sizemore. Line drive right to the second baseman, Brady Rosaboom. So Sizemore hit it on the button, but right at the second baseman. And once again, Davis County goes down in order. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Knoxville 3, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Three Knoxville runs in the bottom of the 2nd has been the difference of this ball game thus far. Panthers lead Davis County by that score, 3-0, as we play here in the bottom of the 5th. Kyler Gifford will lead things off for Knoxville. He is 1 for 2 here in game 1. Hit into a fielder's choice in the first inning, singled, stole a base, and was stranded in the 3rd. Settles just had his first 1-2-3 inning back in the 4th, looking to repeat that feat here in the 5th. Changeup missing low and outside for ball 1. One bad inning, really the difference of this ball game. Slider missing outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Second inning began with a walk to lead off things, and then an error on the first baseman Sizemore. Then a 2-run double by Grant DeMoss. That pitch is hit high in the air, right center field. Prevost charging in and camping under it. And he puts it away for the first out. And after that 2-run double by Grant DeMoss, he was later the back end of a double steal as DeMoss took home after Woolsey drew a throw after he broke from first heading towards second. So that's our score, 3-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Bases empty, 1 out. Brady Rosaboom swings to the first pitch and pops it up. Foul territory, first base side, and it is Noah Sizemore overrunning it and letting it fall in foul territory. So it could have been an out, merely turns into strike 1. There is a wind here in Knoxville. Breeze is blowing towards left field. So Sizemore, who was running towards the first base dugout, had the ball twist back towards fair territory, and he couldn't come up with it. Rosaboom checks his swing, appeal to first, no swing, says first base umpire Tom Jarrett, and it counts 1-1. Next pitch, slider, off the plate outside. 2 balls and a strike. This will be pitch number 78 for Josh Settles with 1 out here in the 5th. Here it comes. There's a strike right down the middle. Looked like Rosaboom was suspecting something else. They deems the count at 2-2. Rosaboom is 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts so far. Slider off the plate outside. Settles, winds, comes home with a payoff pitch. He walked him. That ball went all the way to the backstop, and Rosaboom tosses his bat towards the third base dugout and takes first. Time called. Here comes head coach Todd White, and he does have the hook with him, as this will spell the end for Josh Settles here tonight. Pitched 4 1/3 innings, and his work is done. 80 pitches even for Settles. So we will take a break and tell you about the new Mustang pitcher when we return, as Josh Settles has been chased here in the bottom of the 5th. Knoxville leading 3-0 over Davis County. We'll be back on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
New pitcher in the game is Brett Prevost. He comes in relief of Josh Settles. So Prevost comes in from center field. Duke Scott moves from left to center, and Josh Settles, who was on the mound pitching, is now the new left fielder. So those are the changes for Davis County. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Knoxville batting, leading Davis County 3-0. Three runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Knoxville. No runs on 1 hit. And 1 error for Davis County. Both teams playing well as of late. Davis County's won their last 3. Knoxville has won 7 of 8. Looks like Prevost will get one more warm-up toss. And here we go. Knoxville has a runner at first with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. And Briar Kingery, who's walked twice in this ball game, is at the plate. Kingery has run for himself both of the times he's been up. He's stolen a base. He's also scored a run. The runner at first is Brady Roseboom. He takes a decent lead. He goes on the first pitch. That pitch is high and inside for ball one. And to throw a second, he got him. Schooley nails Roseboom trying to steal second base. So that's the second out of the inning. That's caught stealing, scored that 2-6, as that was Dexter Scott. That caught that throw from Schooley and tagged out Roseboom. 1-0 the count to Kingery. Prevost pitch at the knees over the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Prevost with a chance to end the bottom of the 5th. That's outside. 2-1. Other than that second inning, pretty solid defensive game for Davis County. But sometimes it's just one shaky inning that does you in. That's been the case for Davis County here this afternoon thus far. The 2-1 taken for a strike. Prevost winds, delivers. That's up and inside to run the count full. Prevost climbs back on top of the rubber, standing on the first base side. The right-hander delivers. Swing and a miss. Kingery is the third out, as the the 5th inning has come to an end for Knoxville. No runs, no hits, a walk, nobody left. We'll head to the 6th. Davis County needs to get the bats going. They trail Knoxville 3-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Looking to buy or sell real estate? Lincoln Lynch at Lynch Realty in Bloomfield is the guy to call. Lynch Realty is a family-owned business, and it's their policy to serve the community. Whether you are looking to buy or sell real estate or farmland, give Lincoln a call. And don't forget, he also owns Lynch Boys Auction Service, and they can help you with all your auction needs as well. For current listings or for more information, visit lynchrealtyinc.com. That's lynchrealtyinc.com. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the order, we'll try to do something versus Roston McCarty, who has blown through this Davis County lineup. Quinn McCoy struck out his first time. 8-9-1 duo from the Mustangs, trailing Knoxville 3-0 here in the top of the 6th. Strike one. McCarty winds, delivers, 0-1 pitch, a check swing, and a ball in the dirt. He went around and is quickly 0-2 to McCoy. McCarty has 5 strikeouts so far this afternoon. Make it 6. Strike 3 called. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to Mr. McCoy. There's one out. So now we have a pinch hitter. Presley Cantrell comes in to bat for Duke Scott with one out here in the top of the 6th. We haven't seen Presley in a week. He last played in the second game of that doubleheader versus EBF. last Monday, so it's been a full week since we've seen Cantrell nursing a tweaked hamstring as he was running the bases in that 17-2 win over EBF back on Monday in the nightcap of the doubleheader. First pitch by McCarty, taken high and outside, ball one. So it's head coach Todd White looking to put a jolt into the Mustang offense. Just one hit. A leadoff hit by Peyton Schooley has been the only damage inflicted on Roston McCarty. Second pitch was high and outside, ball two. So Cantrell can get picky here. 2-0 pitch, Cantrell takes that low, 3-0. McCarty has not walked a batter in this ball game. He has been very good on the mound. Now the 3-0 pitch. That's low, and a 4-pitch walk to Cantrell. Didn't expect that. The way McCarty's been throwing the ball today. So that brings up Peyton Schooley. In case you're wondering about the pitch count for McCarty, relatively speaking, he's probably fresh as a daisy. This will be his 64th pitch here in the 6th inning. He's had very little trouble with the Mustang lineup up to this point. Schooley looks at strike one on the fastball that clips the outside corner. Schooley, as I mentioned, led off the game with a single, then was picked off first base. He's also grounded out. That's high. Snap throw to first, and Cantrell back standing at first. One ball and one strike to Houston Schooley. Presley Cantrell leading off first. Schooley hits that in the air out to right. That hangs up for the right fielder DeMoss, who puts it away. That's the second out. So it's up to Josh Settles to see if he can do something about this 3-0 deficit here in the top of the 6th. Davis County down to their final 4 outs here in game 1. First pitch, strike at the knees on the outside corner. Settles is 0 for 2, a pair of groundouts. The one strike pitch is cut on and missed. Swung through a slider in the dirt. 0-2 to count to Settles, with Cantrell still at first base. McCarty delivers. That's in the dirt. 1-2. McCarty pitching from the stretch, which has been a rare occasion this afternoon. That's low. That evens the count at 2-2. McCarty delivers strike 3 to Josh Settles, who goes down looking, and that'll do it for Davis County in the top of the 3rd. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still Knoxville 3, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the bottom of the 6th. Knoxville 3, Davis County nothing in the first game of our doubleheader. Ralston McCarty is the batter. He's 0 for 2. He's reached on an error. He's also struck out, and he fouls off that first pitch. Brett Prevost starting his first full inning of work. Book is closed on Josh Settles. 4 1/3 innings, allowing 3 runs, 2 of them earned on 5 hits. He walked 3 and struck out 4. There's a swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Settles through 80 pitches in 4 1/3 innings, and he is on the line for the loss if Davis County can't rally in the 7th. The 0-2, bouncer to the plate. That bounces past the catcher Schooley and the home plate umpire Bob Lionheart. 1-2 to count to McCarty. 6, 7, 8 due up for Knoxville. McCarty, DeMoss, and Woolsey. The 1-2. There's a line drive to right. Curling, fair, and then it goes into the corner in right field. McCoy will dig it out of the corner. McCarty heading to second. Now going to third. The throw to third, not in time. A leadoff triple by Ralston McCarty. And Knoxville's in prime position to add some insurance here in the 6th.
Now batting right fielder number 13, Grant DeMoss.
Good spot for Grant DeMoss, who's had a good game. 1 for 2 with a 2-run double, a stolen base, and a run scored. First pitch to DeMoss, up and outside, ball 1. Just like in the second inning, Jacob Matrison is the runner at third as a courtesy runner for McCarty. That's in the dirt underneath Schooley, but was able to find it. 2 balls and no strikes to DeMoss. A runner at third with nobody out. Davis County has their infield in. Can't afford to fall behind anymore to this Knoxville team. Already down 3 here in the 6th. The 2-0. There's a strike. Maybe. That's at the hollow of the knees over the plate. 2-1. Prevost pitching from the windup. The 2-1. That hit him in the back. DeMoss wears one. He heads the first.
Now batting third baseman number 11, Brendan Woolsey.
Scenario doesn't change for Davis County. They need to choke off that runner at third who could potentially be going home. Runners are at the corners. Still nobody out. Throw to first, and that ball gets past Sizemore, and coming in to score is Matrison to make it 4-0. So it's an error. Never mind. That was not. So we're still at first and third. The home plate umpire waved it off. I'm sorry, the field umpire waved it off, saying that the pitcher was not set in set position. So runners remain at the corners. The score is still 3-0 Knoxville. Now Prevost is set. And a pitch. That's over but low, ball 1. The 1-0. Quick slide step by Prevost, but that pitch is low, 2-0. Brendan Woolsey is the batter. He is 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout in his 2 previous at-bats. Throw to first, and that got past Sizemore. And now Matrison comes in to score, and now it is 4-0 Knoxville. So a throwing error on Prevost allows a big insurance run to score for Knoxville. Second error of the game on Davis County. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. A leadoff triple by Roston McCarty, and then a throwing error by Prevost trying to pick off the runner at first. Woolsey now showing bunt. Taylor charges from third. That's a bunt right back to the mound. And Prevost throws to first in time to retire Woolsey. That has scored 1-4 as the second baseman Houston Schooley was covering. DeMoss takes third on the play.
First baseman number 15, Reagan Roberts.
One out. Runner at third for Reagan Roberts as Davis County will keep their infield in, I believe. Well, looks like Schooley's playing back. Now Scott comes in. Okay, Peyton Schooley comes back in. First pitch, fastball, missing inside. Roberts is 0 for 2. A fly out to right and a strikeout swinging. The 1-0. Fastball, letter high, taken for ball 2. Prevost pitching from the windup. The 2-0 pitch, low, ball 3. Knoxville leads at 4-0 here in the bottom of the sixth. Still nobody out, runner at third. And a 3-0 pitch, strike called. Fastball about belly high on the inside corner. 3 balls and a strike to Roberts. The pitch, that bounces to the plate, ball 4. So Prevost has hit a batter, and he's walked a batter. Timeout called. Head coach Todd White trots out, and we might see another pitcher. We'll see. Looks like head coach Turner DeVore might bring in a pinch runner for Roberts, if I heard correctly at the at-home plate. And we will have a new pitcher coming for Davis County as well. We will step away for the new pitcher for the Mustangs. Knoxville has a runner at third. No, runners at first and third, I should say. 1 out. They lead 4-0 here in game 1 of a doubleheader. We'll be back on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
New pitcher in the game is Dexter Scott. He's the third pitcher for Davis County here in game 1. Mustangs trail Knoxville 4-0. Story of the game's been the lack of offense for Davis County and the dominant performance by Roston McCarty on the mound for Knoxville. 6 shutout innings. He's allowed just 1 hit. We'll have to look at the defensive changes, but I think those will be just a straight switch, as I believe they'll put Prevost at short. And that's exactly what the Mustangs do. So it was a pinch runner for Roberts, who walked in the previous at-bat. And that's Jessen Ferguson, who is the runner at first base now. So we're ready. Luke Rosaboom hit a ground rule double his last time up back in the fourth. He's 1 for 3. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Dexter Scott sees that first pitch fouled back behind the press box behind the plate. 4 strike 1. Runner was going from first on that pitch. Now they have the runner. They got him at second, and now the throw to home, but and then in there safely is DeMoss. So Knoxville got what they wanted. They got a rundown as DeMoss comes in from third for the 5th run of the ball game. 2 outs now, base is empty. 0-1 to count to Rosaboom. Ferguson gets caught stealing, and there's strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball, got him looking. And that will do it for Knoxville here in the bottom of the 6th. Last chance coming up for Davis County after Knoxville scores 2 runs on 1 hit and 1 error. Davis County trails Knoxville 5-0 on the Tummel Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein Soybeans and local Davis Seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Last chance for Davis County here in Game 1 of our doubleheader, trailing Knoxville 5-0. Brett Prevost leads things off, and he looks at ball 1 from Rawson McCarty, who has been dominant. The sophomore left-hander allowing just 1 hit through the first 6 innings. The 1-0, slider, strike 1. Prevost 0 for 2, a line out to center in the first, and he struck out swinging in the 4th. 1-1 pitch, slider missing outside. 2 balls and a strike. Mustangs need base runners and plenty of them. Trailing by 5 with 3 outs remaining. 2-1. Slider down and inside. 3 balls and a strike. McCarty came into this game walking just 3 in 17 2/3 innings. He walked a batter back in the 6th. That broke a string of 10 straight retired by McCarty. And there's a walk to Prevost to start off the 7th inning. So Max Taylor looks for his first hit of the day. A strikeout and a ground out, and he looks at strike 1. McCarty still below 80 pitches. This will be pitch number 78. That's fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes to Taylor. Next pitch. Slider that goes over the outstretched glove of Kingery to the backstop. On the wild pitch, Prevost advances to second. Noteworthy just because this is only the second time a runner has reached second base versus McCarty here in game one. One, two, swing and a miss, and Taylor strikes out for the first out of the seventh. That was strikeout number 8 for McCarty. And head coach Sharon DeVore hustling out towards the mound. He is right at 80 pitches. Maybe he's given him a choice. Knoxville has a busy week ahead of him as well. Don't know what that discussion was about between Turner DeVore and Roston McCarty, but timeout is over. Runner at second, one out. Here's Houston Schooley, strike one. Schooley reached on an error in the second and struck out looking in the fourth. That's over but low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Actually, that pitch got deflected back towards the pitcher's mound, but Prevost down by 5, doesn't risk it, stays put at second. Schooley looking to get something started, maybe just making the homestand Panthers be a bit nervous here in the seventh. He swings at that pitch and lifts it foul over to first base dugout, out of play, to make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. If Knoxville can finish off Davis County here in the seventh, it will snap Davis County's 3-game winning streak. There's a line drive down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Going into the corner, Prevost rounding third, coming home. It is a long RBI single for Houston Schooley. And the Mustangs are on the board. It's 5-1. So a little bit of life for Davis County here in the seventh. That brings up Dexter Scott. Only the second hit for Davis County here this afternoon. Throw to first and back safely is Houston Schooley. Usually they have a courtesy runner in for Schooley. That's what they did in the second inning. That turned into a disaster for his courtesy runner Hudson Humphrey. Strike at the knees as that whistles over the heart of the plate. No balls and 1 strike. Humphrey came in as a courtesy runner and was standing at first when Noah Sizemore lifted a high pop fly to second. There's a ground ball towards short. Norris shovels to second for 1, and a double clutch by Brady Rosenboom cost him a double play, as safe at first base is Dexter Scott. Schooley, however, is retired for the second out, and Davis County is down to their final out. And Sizemore represents Davis County's last chance in this ball game. So Sizemore with a high pop fly back in the second inning. Rosenboom couldn't come up with it. He ended up in the outfield grass. However, Hudson Humphrey trotting around second and going to third, didn't realize that the ball hit the ground, assumed that it was caught, and he was easily thrown out at third to end Davis County's second inning. Throw to first, and Scott gets back safely. McCarty already picked off a runner back in the first inning. Peyton Schooley led off with a single. He promptly got picked off by McCarty in a scoreless first inning. Sizemore 0 for 2. Fielder's choice and a lineout. That pitch is taken outside to make it 2-0 to Noah Sizemore. If Sizemore can keep this game alive, due up next is Quinn McCoy. Runner at first, now with 2 outs. Another throw back to first, and Scott slides safely back to the bag. Knoxville looking to improve to 9-6 overall and 6-2 in the South Central Conference if they can get the final out. The 2-0. Bouncer to second. This may do it. Charging in is Rosaboom. Throw to first is perfect. And Knoxville has taken down Davis County by a final score of 5-1 here in game one. We will take a break and come back to tell you all about the first game of our doubleheader, as Davis County was able to scratch a run across, but not enough, as Knoxville wins it 5-1. We'll be back on the Temple Radio Group Sports Network.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern. Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
This is Tim, owner of Slayton Polaris. We have seen a lot of changes since we opened our doors in 1988. One thing that hasn't changed is the way we treat our customers. We still offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has been our policy since we started the business. If you're looking for the best in off-road vehicles, I'd like to invite you to stop in and meet us at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs! Mustang!
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Game 1 is in the books of our doubleheader, and Knoxville defeats Davis County by the final score of 5-1. And it was a case in which Knoxville jumped out to a 3-0 lead, and that was really all they needed back in the second inning. Davis County was just small mistakes that led to them not scoring. Peyton Schooley led things off the ball game with a single, but he promptly got picked off by Ralston McCarty. Davis County was held scoreless both in the first and the second inning. Knoxville finally got to Josh Settles in that second inning, a walk and then an error. Had runners at first and second, and then Grant DeMoss lined a double into left center field to score 2 and give Knoxville a 2-0 lead. DeMoss later scored on the back end of a double steal to make it 3-0. It stayed that way for quite a while as Ralston McCarty got into a rhythm, retired 10 Mustangs in a row at one point, and Knoxville was able to add 2 insurance runs in the bottom of the 6th, courtesy of a hit batter as well as an error on the an error and also a stolen base. So a throwing error by Brett Prevost trying to pick off the runner at first allowed Ralston McCarty to score from third base. And then a stolen base, again, they tried a double steal, and once again it worked. And Grant DeMoss, for the second time in this game, stole home to make it 5-0. Davis County was able to make it 5-1 thanks to an RBI single by Houston Schooley to bring in Brett Prevost, but that was the only offense that Davis County was able to muster, and Knoxville was able to beat the Mustangs by a final score of 5-1. So final numbers of this ball game: Knoxville 5 runs on 6 hits, 1 error, 5 men left on base. Davis County 1 run on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 3 men left on. Winning pitcher is Ralston McCarty. Great performance by him, a complete game. He lost his shutout in the 7th, but he only allowed 2 hits and that 1 earned run. He walked 2 while striking out 8. Losing pitcher is Josh Settles. He drops to 2 and 3. He went 4 in the 3rd innings, allowing 3 runs, 2 of them earned on 5 hits, walking 3 and striking out 4. Time of the game, 1 hour, 39 minutes. So we will take a break and come back to, we'll take a break as we pause, let them get the field set, as you can see in front of you on the online stream. So they'll get the field ready, and we will have the nightcap for you in a few moments as we get things set. So if you're watching online on the online stream, we will start a new stream. So don't fret, just stick around the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook or YouTube pages, and a new stream will pop up. If you're listening on New Country 104.3 KRKN, enjoy the programming, and we will be back for Game 2 momentarily. Until then, for Annie Argo, onsite producer, as well as Kyle Smith back at our studios in Ottumwa, this is Ellis Kojo saying so long. The final score of Game 1 from here in Knoxville, Knoxville 5, Davis County 1. We'll be back for Game 2 right after this. You're listening to Davis County Baseball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.